if we think about the most common bad shots in the game, what are they? They're usually a bit fat, bit thin, poor contact with that golf club, bit left, bit right. If we just condense it down to those bad shots. And I'm going to give you 2 things today that you can think about to make sure you pretty much near as damn it eradicate all those bad shots and give yourself far less chance of hitting those bad shots. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. There are tons and tons of videos to help you and your game. So again, to eradicate these really bad shots, I want you to do this drill. So many of you make the fatal mistake of doing a couple of things. Keeping your head down for far too long, and as a result, you struggle to gain the room to swing your arms. If we think about it like this, the arms do the swinging for us. Golf's a swinging sport. So we need to allow the room for the arms to swing freely through. But if we're trying to keep our head down, we're going to struggle to make the room for our arms. And as a result, we're going to struggle with our contact. So we need to do these 2 things. What I want you to do, I want you to place your golf club just behind where your golf ball would be, roughly about a foot. And what I want you to do, I want you to make good contact with the ground. I want you to what I call scrape the ground for about 2 foot, 2.5 foot or so. So we're going to scrape the ground. While you're doing this, you'll notice the pressure on that shaft. We're scraping that ground because we know we have to contact the ground to get underneath the ball. We know we have to contact that ground to make sure we're compressing that golf ball. So we're going to get the feeling of where we need to be coming into impact, i.e. scraping that ground. But here's the secret sauce. From there, I want you to feel like you're standing up tall. So I want you to scrape and stand. I want you to scrape and then stand on the way through. Because so many of you who keep your head down too long, you're going to struggle. You're not going to stand up on the way through. And we have to stand up on the way through. Why? Because we actually want to get away from the ground, giving our arms and the club room to swing down and through. Again, if we keep our head down too long, we aren't going to give our arms the room to swing. So many of you out there telling your mates, telling your family members to keep your head down. No, stop it, because it's not right. We have to feel that club scraping, loading that shaft, really feeling like that shaft is pushing into that ground. And then from there, we stand up on that way through. And then we'll transfer this onto a fuller swing. But do this just really slowly first of all. Do this as sort of almost a 3-piece movement before. Normal backswing, just nice and short, doesn't have to be long. Down to the ground really slowly, scrape and stand. And then when you get used to that feeling, make it more flowing. So when you go and hit the golf ball, I don't want you to go like that. No, we've got to make it more flowing. So you'll get the feeling for it. So it's that flow back, scrape and stand. So it's easy back on the way back, scrape and stand. Let it flow as much as you possibly can do. Don't let it stop. Way back, scrape, stand. Flow back, scrape, stand on that way through. And trust me, it's going to feel really strange to a lot of you to begin with. But if we can feel that scraping and then that standing up on that way through, our chest really extending on the way through, my word, will give the arms and the club the room to swing through, and it'll make it so much easier, like you wouldn't believe.